Oldbag, I'm only tell you this once, you the earless. You know you gonna have to testify to me cause you a witness. You got spark, you got spark, you got something all the girls want. You're like a candy store, and I'm a toddler. And you can grab me one more, and more. Your love, yeah. Your love. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Mr. Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. That's it?
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, that's true. If that's true, then how come there's two photos? Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2:00 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know what that means. It was taken at 2:00 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1, if it really was the only photo?
Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Me? Watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. And the witness explained this to the court.
I don't understand these newfangled computer things.
Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to. But I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Uh-oh.
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Oh, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
Your love, 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 your love. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos, record on the security computer, and check them. Throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyways, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but kind of expected this. I expected it too, Maya. Expect the unexpected. Because if you're not expecting the unexpected, you gotta inspect the unexpected. Let's just press on. Whoa. As a matter of fact, nah, because he says what she does in the next one. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch this suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Chum Chum? Still samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh knows where. They were always hanging about. One was there that day. Objection! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a train that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. Leaves outside and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? Bernie Mac, rest in peace. Please say the quote.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck the kids?
Yeah.
So, on the photo that you erased, there was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate, on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, tracking his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in the 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible. I think it's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? we kind of making our defendant look a little bit guilty. However, a new possibility just opened up. I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Not a suspect, but a witness. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? Steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take care... You should take care... What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So where does this leave me?
Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. To start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right? And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Here's an idea.
Maybe we do all the investigating and gathering all the information before the fucking trial. That way, when the trial comes, we don't have to be ambushed by new data and have to scrounge around for
possible suspects to decrease the what's the shit called? Burden of proof. Reasonable doubt. To increase reasonable doubt. That way it's harder for the prosecution to prove without a shadow of a doubt that it was our defendant. But I shall continue the trial.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth.
My bad. I just got done drinking Gatorade. I'm over there belching. Excuse me.
Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios is a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. There's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, and skipping over the fact that the defense hasn't made their case or called any witnesses.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts?
defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if stakes weren't high enough. Too easy. Impossible. Possible. However, it's not likely. Because she testified that the assistant wasn't there during the whatchamajigga. Let's go with the assistant. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant?
That's correct, Your Honor. Do you guess wrong? If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember that photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? I know lame isn't meaning lame, like lame man nigga, not like that. It's like how the god Hephaestus, or the Greek god Hephaestus, was lame. He was like crippled, basically. Yeah, that's what they mean by lame. He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Yes, Powers and poor Hammer were at the run through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was just cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai. Look with that custom. But she couldn't walk Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes the legs out from under that case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned.
Whoa. I was gonna explain that by her being shorter. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Very well. Go ahead.
Alright, man. Alright, this is security lady. Okay, I was just saying, like, alright, that was my logic. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Since the girl was clearly smaller in stature than Powers, that she wasn't just walking like that. She was on purpose. She wasn't walking like that on purpose. She did it on accident. That was my logic behind that. And if you got a problem with it, sue me. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Ooh, ooh. The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Mr. Powers and Hammer's. My bad, excuse me. And Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? That was like an astronaut.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag, standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. That doesn't make sense, Phoenix. She would have to walk back to go to the whatchamacallit. Whatever. No.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in this costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution... Let me drink this beverage real quick. Excuse me. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so y'all think I did it? Is that it? Itchy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this hole away. Give Granny a break. That's not my grandmama. Ugh. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
We don't know. Oh, good thinking, Phoenix. You have a brain on top of that cranium. That's what I'm talking about. I was about to say, I don't know. We should investigate further, but boom, you gotta. No wonder he graduated from law school.
Indeed.
I did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is this to be nice? Oh, or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to elders?
Bro, what is up with my eyeballs and my brain?
Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
I have proof. Uh-oh.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see the proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
Damn it. You need a car key to get in to Studio 1, but he could sneak in through the back. However... What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. We not ending the episode until I find out what it is. Nobody's going nowhere. Stay tuned. It's my deductive reasoning. I immediately thought card key. However, if he could sneak in through the drain, he won't need a card key to get in. Okay? Boom. This photo. This photo clearly shows that this person has the spear. So he would need right, whoever is in this photo has the spear. Then the spear itself. I'm breaking the shaft and mended with duct tape. Okay. Excuse me. Let's start with the spear. You know what? Come on. Alright, heads, tails. Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Tails.
Your Honor. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown in this photo. Oh! So, either one could have worked. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag. Speechless. This has gotta be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this, Oldbag, before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Yeah. Oh no, oh no.
Wait a second.
So for this episode, we gonna find out what Oldbag has to say on the next episode.